Why we didn't meet a single time traveler if it's possible to travel across time? How would we know that they weren't lying if we met them? In 1998, a gentleman named John Titor claimed to have come from the future, as he said. According to his narrative, General Electric had succeeded in creating time machines in the year 2034. Titor even demonstrated and extensively discussed his time-traveling device before his abrupt disappearance. Did he finish his mission? Or was he real at all? It would be fascinating for science if we could prove that someone had traveled back in time. Although it might overwrite Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. Einstein interpreted time as the fourth dimension. Space is a three-dimensional spectrum with dimensions of length, width, and height. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, gravity is a space-time curve. Time provides the direction. Together, they combine to create the space-time continuum and can be profoundly affected by gravity. And theoretically, because space and time are equal, gravity has the ability to bend both time and space. However, to observe any changes with the movement of time, something enormous would be required. If you were able to travel close to a black hole like Sagittarius A, you would experience time at a rate of 50% of that of anyone on Earth. This is due to the fact that Sagittarius A compresses a mass of 4 million suns into its impossibly dense point, resulting in extremely powerful gravitational fields surrounding it. Another approach to going across time is to move really fast. Time slows as you travel closer to the speed of light. If you somehow manage to travel on a train at 99% of the speed of light, every year you spent on the train would equal 223 years back at the station. You will then be able to travel across time in the future. According to Titor, that little device made time travel possible in every direction. With the aid of two microsingularities that were packed within, the C204, as he referred to it, allowed him to control the gravity. Additionally, it contains gravity sensors to set the time traveler and machine in a specific location in space. Similar to how the old time traveling DeLorean did, Titor equipped this device in his vehicle. However, he could only travel back 60 years in his time. It's really difficult to prove that someone is a true time traveler than the time traveling itself. To validate their claim, time travelers may provide predictions about the future, present futuristic technologies, or even undertake genetic testing. Perhaps the greatest way to demonstrate the reality of time travel would be to accompany someone on their next trip. Of course, there are sophisticated methods to test the possibility of time travel. Stephen Hawking, a renowned theoretical physicist, threw a party on June 28, 2009, at University of Cambridge. Only future time travelers were invited to this party. Interestingly, the invitations were sent out after the party. He believed, if future time travelers showed up before the invitations were sent out, it means that time travel will eventually be possible. He waited for hours, but no one appeared. This does not imply that time travel is not feasible. It's possible that future time travelers will discover how to use wormholes, or bridges in space-time. The theory of general relativity predicts that they exist, but we have not yet observed this. The main concern with wormholes is that they are microscopic and collapse too rapidly for humans to pass through. However, it is possible that no one came to Hawking's party since time travel is not as accurate as it seems. Visitors from the future may have arrived, but they arrived too late for the party. Or going back in time is also extremely forbidden for time travelers because it may entirely alter their timeline. Perhaps, their main concern is to prevent the possibility of transmitting diseases from the future. Alternatively, the information of time travel is so confidential that only highly classified individuals are allowed to authorize it. Or going back in time is not possible, or time can only move forward and never backward. Perhaps, John Titor was a huge lie. We must wait until 2034 to find out. To some extent, time travelers already existed in our lifetime. Astronauts at the International Space Station travel at a speed of 8 kilometers per second. Although the difference is measured in hundreds of a second, this causes them to age slower. However, if you are listening, Stephen Hawking invites you to a party for time travelers. And hey, if you get the opportunity to ride a starship and experience the time-traveling effects of a black hole, be careful not to jump into that gravitational monster. But, that's the story of another Fact EVT. Thank you for joining us on this journey to uncover the hidden secrets of the universe.